On today's podcast, we'll be discussing how having the right tools can have an impact on revenue cycle management. Here with me today to discuss more is eClinicalWorks' Diane Showalter. Diane, thank you for joining the podcast today.
Thank you, Brian, for inviting me on this very important topic.
Absolutely. Now, eClinicalWorks has recently made an upgrade available to its customers, the 11.52 series. In your opinion, from a biller standpoint, what are some of those highlights that they can expect with that .52 series?
Well, there's been a lot of wonderful information and changes made by eClinicalWorks in our software. So I have two items I kind of want to highlight today regarding the V1152 series. And the first item is our visit type charge. This is an option where you can actually create a visit type and add a flat charge for that service. This will allow the front office users to collect the correct amount based on that visit type. This will really help the teams prevent patient statements and or refunds because they're collecting the correct amount at the time of the appointment. The second item I wanted to share was about service authorization requests. This is an electronic process that we offer using TriZetto Clearinghouse, and it is a 278 ANSI format response. So we would send out an electronic request to the insurance payer asking for the authorization code, and then the response would come back with that code and will automatically populate into the outgoing referral. This will make things streamline a lot better and faster when the claims are going out, as it'll have the referral provider and it'll have the referral authorization code in the claim. I also want to encourage our users out there and our attendees to check out our regional chapter webinars. We have monthly webinars going on by region, and it has a deep dive of information, all different kinds of topics. So I want you to check out your my.eclinicalworks.com customer portal and look for the regional chapter webinars. Coming up soon, we will have our billing, the 11.52 revenue cycle webinar. So please check us out for that on your customer portal.
So it can be easy to overlook some of those bread and butter features that make eClinicalWorks so great over the years. Would you be able to give some examples of those occasionally overlooked features from a billing standpoint?
Most definitely. We have so many features in eClinicalWorks available today, besides the new ones that are coming out. And one of the areas that a lot of our practices struggle with is missed appointments, no-shows. It can create a huge amount of havoc in a practice or an organization. And so we have an option, a setting that we can create in the software where they can actually charge the patients for a no-show missed appointment by visit status, no-show billable. And it will allow the practices to automate that whole process by allowing that actual visit status being selected. It will then mark the progress note as locked, preventing that from showing on the provider's unlocked notes report. And it will allow the claim to be automatically created for the practice. Really great feature. The second item I kind of wanted to talk about was what we call rule engine. A lot of our clients are familiar with claim edits, and if not, it's where the claim has a rule to stop it so that they can make appropriate changes before the claim goes out, so we get clean claims. Well, we have a feature called registration rule engine, which is in the same area as the rule engine, but this is specifically to help prevent demographic errors. And so, for example, I can create a rule and saying if this provider is not contracted, it will trigger during the appointment creation, and then the user's front office can change it to a provider that is. Or eligibility didn't get checked, and we can create a rule to trigger that, and that way they can check the eligibility right in the appointment, saving themselves so much time and effort by capturing the information up front. Great tool, commonly missed by our practices out there.
That's awesome. And going back to the 11.52 series, which we mentioned before, if I was a customer thinking about or have already upgraded to the 11.52 series, where can I get more information regarding those updates?
Oh, eClinical has offered so many different materials available on our customer portal, my.eclinicalworks.com. We have documents and videos and eCW University, fantastic materials at no charge to our clients. So you want to take a look specifically at the V1152 release notes. There are several out there, but they are a great value of information there. So you want to make sure you capture that information.
Now, if I don't have the time and resources to, watch those videos or read those documents, um, is eClinicalWorks there to help me in terms of guiding me through what features can work well for me?
Yes, actually, we have a terrific department called Revenue Cycle Management Optimization. This is designed to help our practices who conduct the billing activities in their own database. And the consultants on this team will help them make sure workflows are working well, identify gaps, help them to utilize features that they didn't know about, and implement them, including existing and new type features. So lots of availability there to help a practice become more efficient.
Now, it's nice to know that eClinicalWorks there to guide me if I need that assistance. Uh,
Definitely.
but, but what if I'm a practice that's looking for a billing department altogether? I understand eClinicalWorks can help me with that as well, correct?
Yes, we have a solution for that as well. We have revenue cycle management services. And this is for those practices who want to outsource their billing. And this will allow the interaction between both customer and eClinicalWorks, and we will help you with all the billing activities. We'll also have a dashboard and communication where you are able to work together on what the needs are. We provide dashboards, reporting, making sure that denials are being handled. The practice can decide on what they'd like to write off, what is it that they want to do with the appeal. Lots of interaction back and forth, a wonderful opportunity for those who want to outsource their billing.
Well, Diane, thank you for clearing up some information for us, as well as letting us know about some great new features.
My pleasure, and I want to encourage everyone to look for our regional chapters events that we are going to have coming up in the future here, and watch particularly for V1152, the billing for revenue cycle management. That will have a wealth of knowledge of information available to our attendees.
Well, thanks, Diane, for joining, and thank you for joining our podcast today. You can find more podcasts like this on iTunes, YouTube, my.eclinicalworks, or on our website at eClinicalWorks.com. And be sure to hit the subscribe button. On behalf of the podcast team, thank you for joining today.